Yo, what's up everyone? Ever found yourself holding a check, wishing there was a magic wand to instantly turn that paper into cash? Well, you're not alone. Mobile deposit has been a game changer, right? But when it comes to Chime, a question that often pops up is, how much can you actually deposit? Let's dive into it. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's clear something up. Chime isn't your typical bank. It's a financial technology company that partners with banks to offer banking services. This means there might be some slight differences in how things work compared to traditional banks. So, back to the main question, how much can you mobile deposit on Chime? Well, here's the deal, there's no strict, one-size-fits-all limit. Chime doesn't publicly advertise a maximum mobile deposit amount. However, based on user experiences and general banking practices, there are some factors that can influence how much you can deposit. First off, it depends on your Chime account status. Are you a new member? Have you established a solid deposit history? These factors can play a role. Chime might start with lower limits for new members and gradually increase them as you build trust with the platform. Secondly, the type of check matters. Personal checks, payroll checks, and government checks usually have different treatment. While personal checks might have lower limits, payroll and government checks often have higher ones. Another thing to consider is the total amount you're trying to deposit. Even if there's no specific limit, depositing an abnormally large amount might trigger a review. Chime wants to ensure that everything is legit, so they might put a hold on the funds while they verify the deposit. Now, let's talk about deposit holds. This is where things can get a little tricky. Even if your deposit goes through smoothly, there's a good chance your funds won't be available immediately. Chime, like many financial institutions, implements deposit holds to manage risk. This means a portion of the deposited amount might be held for a few days before you can access it. The hold duration can vary based on the check type and your account history. So, what can you do to speed things up? Well, direct deposit is your best friend. By setting up direct deposit with your employer or benefits provider, you can often access your funds faster. Plus, it's a requirement to unlock certain Chime features, like SpotMe. But what if you don't have direct deposit? Don't worry, you're not completely out of luck. You can still mobile deposit checks, but be prepared for potential holds. To minimize delays, make sure the check is filled out correctly and endorsed properly. Also, consider breaking up large deposits into smaller ones to reduce the risk of holds. Now, let's address some common concerns. Many people wonder if there's a daily or weekly limit on mobile deposits. While Chime hasn't officially stated specific limits, it's generally safe to assume that excessive deposits within a short period might raise eyebrows. Another question that comes up is about the availability of funds after a mobile deposit. As I mentioned earlier, deposit holds can vary. However, Chime often makes a portion of the funds available quickly, while the rest is held for a longer period. To get the most accurate and up-to-date information about your specific situation, it's always a good idea to check Chime's official website or reach out to their customer support. They can provide you with the most relevant details based on your account and the current policies. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.